12 main differences between men and women. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Whether you agree with this statement or not, there are some science-backed differences between male and females that are too hard to deny. Men and women get dressed in a different sequence. Very few people have probably noticed this, but most women get dressed from top to bottom, first putting on a blouse or shirt and then their pants or a skirt. Men, however, usually go the other way. First socks and jeans, then they put on their shirt. 11. Women are less inclined to take risks. Women have always been thought of as the caregivers of society. That's why they have a tendency to be more worried about others. A lot of men, however, are more willing to throw caution to the wind. While both genders have been known to shout YOLO before doing something crazy or risky, it's statistically the fellas who do it more often. An article published in the Harvard Business Review summarized over 20 years of research on this topic. It explained that the love for risk-taking gets even more intense in men under stress. Women who are stressed out tend to play it safe. 10. Men have a better sense of direction. This old gender cliché is officially backed up by science. A recent study conducted by the neuroscientists at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology has proven that males do better at tasks requiring spatial awareness, like finding the way. Thanks to a more developed sense of direction, 18 men outperformed 18 females in a virtual maze while wearing 3D goggles. The researchers believe it's because men tend to move in the general direction of the endpoint or destination. The starting point and surroundings don't matter as much to them. Hunting, fighting in battles, and other activities men engaged in centuries ago might be the reason for that. 9. Women are better at multitasking. A study by researchers from the University of Glasgow, Hertfordshire, and Leeds proved that women are better at multitasking than men. Representatives of both sexes took part in the experiment, where they were asked to play a computer game with constant rapid change of surroundings. This change didn't affect the females much, but slowed the male participants down a bit. The second simulation was looking for lost keys in a field, finding restaurants on a map, and answering general knowledge questions while talking on the phone. Again, the ladies did better than the gentlemen. Lead scientist of the research project, Professor Gijbert Stowett, believes it has to do with evolution. Back in the Stone Age, men were responsible for hunting, while women took care of the home and children as well as gathered food for the family. Their mind was and still is like a huge multi-lane interstate highway that never quits. 8. Women see a wider range of colors than men. It's been scientifically proven that women can differentiate more colors on the spectrum than their male counterparts due to their genes. Israel Abramoff, a psychologist and behavioral neuroscientist at CUNY's Brooklyn College, gave a group of male and female subjects a set of visual tests. The women were better at distinguishing between the subtle shades of red, yellow, green, and blue that seemed to be the exact same color through the eyes of the male participants. No wonder dudes often get mad when a girl is trying to prove to them that there is a difference between purple and violet. However, it was the guys that did better on the second test, which consisted of looking at light and dark bars flickering on the screen. The men were able to see them better and even perceive the changes in brightness as the bars got narrower and less distinct. This proves that their eyes can catch rapid movement better. Scientists believe this, once again, has to do with history and evolution. Male hunters had to spot their prey moving in the distance, while the female gatherer's key skill was detecting edible plants and berries by color. 7. Women have a better sense of smell. One reason why so many girls love flowers is that their sense of smell is much more developed. And this is because female genes make them more sensitive to smells. A group of scientists at the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro studied the brains of professional cooks and coffee tasters of both sexes and found that women have 43% more cells in the olfactory bulbs, aka the part of the brain that perceives scents, than men do. So women's ability to distinguish smells better than men is based on both emotions and cognition. 6. Men handle sleep deprivation better than women. A Duke University study found that men can adequately perform daily tasks even if they didn't get enough sleep. Women who were deprived of sleep felt way more tired, less enthusiastic, and showed worse results on memory and accuracy tests. This proves that men tend to be less affected by jobs that require night shifts. 5. Alcohol and women are a heck of a mixture. Most women get drunk way faster than men. A lot of us have witnessed this in person with our friends, but very few know the actual reason for it. Well, it's actually quite simple. The female body doesn't cope with alcohol as well as the male body does, which is why the effect takes place faster. There's a special enzyme that fights and destroys alcohol before it gets into the blood. Women have less of this enzyme, and that's why more alcohol gets into the bloodstream within the same time period. So there you have it. Case closed. 4. Some women have to put a lot of effort into going down the stairs. A lot of men out there have probably watched a lady in heels going down the stairs and thought, why is she walking sideways and so carefully? Well, that's because it's hard enough walking in the dang things. Try going down some stairs in them. Yeah, heels are uncomfortable and probably impractical. But if a woman wants to wear them, step aside and let her do her thing. Oh, and most importantly, don't rush her. 3. Men and women shake hands differently. When two men shake hands, they usually do it firmly and actually shake their hands. But when some women shake hands, they just offer their hand but don't move it. It's hard to say what this means, but maybe it's because a handshake isn't the way women usually choose to greet someone, outside of the professional sphere or first acquaintances, of course. 2. Men and women look in the mirror for different reasons. A survey of 1,000 people in the UK showed that men look in the mirror around 23 times a day, while women do it only around 16 times. Not only that, but they also do it for different reasons. Women usually want to check if everything is okay with their hair, body, and outfit, and they tend to notice the negative stuff even in the most perfect look. Men, on the contrary, only see the best in themselves, so they check out their reflection to admire their favorite body parts. The same survey showed that 76% of all guys love their arms most of all. 1. The female body changes more often. The female body is truly unique. It goes through so many more changes during a woman's life than the male body does during a man's life. Female puberty starts a few years earlier than male puberty. Plus, when a girl becomes an adult, her hips become wider. This happens for one purpose only, to allow enough space for childbirth. And after a woman gives birth, her body can be changed forever as well. Do you agree with all the findings mentioned in this video? Feel free to speak up in the comments section. Like this video to share it with your friends so that they can take part in the discussion too. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to be the first to see our updates.